much. So yeah, it's very important to know how to pitch. You know, they usually call it an elevator pitch, where sometimes they like maybe you have a whole CEO or Bill Gates in an elevator for 3 minutes. What would you say? So sometimes whatever that you say at that moment is very important. So without wasting any time, for a good pitch, there are key components of a deck that you have to have on your pitch, right? I'll just roughly go through them and further explain them, and you guys feel free to add anything on it, right? Obviously, the first point is introduction, right? You have to introduce who you are, what you're about, if you are alone, if it's a team, where do you come from, what is your product, you know? Just introduce yourselves and your idea, and just like as you're a person who's pitching or whatever the case that is, but you need to let the people know who you are, right? And then we move to the problem statement. You guys were given 4 problem statements to choose from. So when you work on your pitch deck, it's definitely the first thing that you will be, hi, I'm so and so and so from team with what, and the problem statement that we've taken is maybe cyber what, explaining exactly what it is, that the problem that you identified from the community or what you were given in this context, right? And then you move to point number 3, the solution, right? So you present a problem, and then you move straight to the solution, right? And then obviously, point number 4 would be your market opportunity, where you'll be touching on the market overview, target audience, and also the market size and growth, right? For example, for people who are, if you're building an app, like for Cocomelon, right? Maybe an app that has a like animation, or like for kids, like, you know, all these shows. You obviously, if you were pitching on something like that, you'd be like, okay, the problem statement I've identified that a lot of kids spend time playing on games that are not for their age. So as a result, we decided that we're going to build an app that would have all the games that are educational. And the market opportunity, you say, okay, the reason why we're building this for the small children who are going to focus on whatever, 1, 2, 3, and 3, you know? That's an example. So when you pitch, you also have to really have your audience, and when you build a product, understand who are you building this thing for, right? And now we're going to go to point number 5, which is the value proposition. Why is it different from any other thing that we have currently, right? You look at that, okay, I mean, one thing that I've read somewhere where they say that every idea that you've built, someone has done it, but obviously no one can ever do it your way, right? That's why we've got several telcos, we've got many banks, we've got many things that do the same thing, but they produce it differently, right? So now it's a matter of, just because of another team chose the same topic as you, doesn't mean that you guys are going to execute it the same, right? So you're going to come forward and obviously explain the value proposition, where, how is yours unique from anyone? Like, why must we buy your product from anyone else, or why must we give you funding over anything else that is existing, you know? So you look into that. So when you think of your pitch deck right now, and when you come here forward tomorrow, you need to really think deeply and like understand that you've taken time and you've discussed as a team and identify a problem, and you really went through it, and that unique feature will be obviously setting you different from what everyone else. Okay, what's happening? Okay, so yeah, so your unique value proposition. So yeah, and it's also possible that you guys might have all taken the same topic. We don't know. We're going to find out tomorrow, but now don't be discouraged if you find out that everyone else here took the same topic, but you can always come and have it your way, brand it your way, have your value proposition, right? Now we're going to move to the product savers, which means that the demo, the most important part of you guys being here, because we want to be able to see what you are saying, right? So you don't want to be coming here and selling us things that you don't even know how to build. I'm not saying I'm expecting you guys to have a product that's completely finished in over 3 days or 75 hours, right? And it's not enough for us to build anything complete, but at least have something to show, right? Have something to work on, right? And don't be discouraged also if your system is not working. You can elaborate. And an idea that I've always when I go to other hackathons is usually before the day before pitching or maybe midnight, we try to record everything that's like demoing on our system. Because sometimes, you know, like computers can do whatever, but if you've recorded the stuff that you were doing or you built on the system, should anything happen, you can be able to play the video to the judges and like demo like that. So just to a heads up, so you guys are always ready and you don't get surprises tomorrow where you have to demo something, suddenly the server is not starting, you know, all of that stuff. Moving to the competitive analysis, I think in this case, obviously, we can't really say much about it, but obviously it's to see what's happening around. But I think our previous speaker did touch on it, where you are measuring from the market and seeing what's happening, what are the competitors doing, how can you do it better, you know? But obviously in this context, you guys are going to be pitching something that we don't know. We're all going to find out tomorrow. So, but just know of it that it's actually one of the solutions, the key components of a pitch deck. Moving to financial protection. So when you pitch a project or an idea to an investor, you're going to have to have all the financial constraints, how you think you're going to make the money, and how are you going to budget for whatever that you want to build, you know? I'm not going to touch too much on this because Shumani would also add on to it as she's an expert in the accounting sector, but I think it's important for you to have your accounting statements and all of that stuff so you can actually have evidence for that, right? Milestones, for now, obviously you guys, we can't really speak on that, but however, what our milestones is when you can speak on what you have achieved as a team or in that context as a business where you're able to say, you know what, in 2024, we achieved so and so and so in revenue, our customers' retention is higher. So even if it's a new investor, they're able to see that, you know what, there's growth in this company. I can put in my money into this thing because I can see this growth, right? So it's where you check all the analytics and you can be able to share with whoever you are investing up, you are pitching to, so they can put money into your business, right? In the future, when you guys have the products already working, you'll be able to say, okay, we want to, okay, maybe the first time you'll be like, I want a hackathon. And from the hackathon, we built something. From that something, we got an investor, you know? So you've got, it's a process of you acquiring things and you can speak on so you can get investments, right? And another thing is definitely the team, where we meet the team, your team you're working with, different stakeholders in big companies, what are they responsible for? For instance, maybe you guys are here tomorrow, you'll be like, okay, this is Sia. He was our UX UI designer who made sure that we have these designs. This is our developer. This is our product owner, you know. So we all know the team and the expertise in the team because there's a reason why everyone has a certain different role because they expect in that role. So just knowing the team and understanding what's happening in there, right? And obviously, the last point would be the ask. You know, you need to be able to say exactly what you need. Maybe for your business to really be successful, you need 10 million. If you go to an investor and they ask you, okay, what is the problem? You can't say, I want some money, you know, but you know you need a 10 million. So you need to be very confident in your asking and knowing that you are confident in your work enough to be able to say how much you need and how much you need from that, you know. And also, I'll take the questions and answers later on. However, I just also wanted to make you understand that tomorrow, your time allocations are as follows, right? For the presentation deck, the team has 5 minutes, right? So you guys have 5 minutes to try cover everything that I've said here. You guys have the notes. Shumani did share the notes with you regarding the pitch deck. So look into them when you really work on your presentations to try incorporate everything that's there, right? Because the reason why we are here, it's a business entrepreneurial hackathon. It's centered by that. So I feel like it's always important for you guys to actually know how to do the right thing. So you have 5 minutes, which is, bigger than 30 minutes. 3 minutes. Usually a pitch deck is 3 minutes, but they were graceful enough to be like, you know what? We're going to give you 5 minutes. So you've got 5 minutes of you killing your thing, explaining and selling your product. And then we're going to have 3 minutes for the judges so they can ask questions and they can find out more about whatever that you're building. So yeah, Shumani, if there's anything more you want to add, you can come. Maybe especially on the financial projections and the milestones. And we'll take questions after this. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, we're just having an internal joke. Pumlani, would you like to come and assist with the financial cash flows? Pumlani is a techie. Why are you quiet? Huh? If you can't, how are they going to do it? All right, guys. Okay. Sebastian, over to you.
Okay, so before we move, you'll do financials, eh? Yeah. So before we move to financials, let's do a bit of a recap. So we all understand. You all pitched to get here. Can they hear me?
You all submitted a pitch, right?
Yes?
Who didn't submit a pitch? They didn't all submit. Did you all submit? Why?
It was one of the criteria to be here. So well done for escaping the system.
Well done for. You needed to pitch to get here.
So let's start with the point of your introduction. Guys, your team needs to be quite efficient on this. So, hi, I'm the developer, this is what I worked on. Move through the list quite quickly. You don't want to be wasting your time explaining a product instead of introducing yourself. Because if it takes a minute to introduce everyone, you've only got 4 minutes to pitch your product, right?
So who are we? Okay, as a team.
Quite simple. You guys all have team names.
Yeah.
You can simply introduce yourself as just your team name.
Yeah.
But that's your choice. You're making notes.
I don't see the notes.
Yay.
Those that already submitted pitch decks, we see you. That's why you're not taking notes.
No, they're not seeing these notes, man.
But also, I think we'll add the notes on the group so you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Point that you say, we will share on the group so you can always reference on it.
So after you introduce yourself, what's the logical thing to do after that?
What do you think the next step is after you've introduced yourself? Why are you here? Can someone try? We have more gifts to
Because
give.
there's a piece of paper in front of you that has all of that information.
Here we go.
The problem statement, you're correct. So your problem statement is one of the 4 in front of you. Correct? Or if you've defined it slightly differently, then you need to note that as your problem statement. If you've done a couple of changes to make your life a little easier, right? So that's
What is the problem we're solving?
correct. And then after your problem statement, what's the next thing that makes sense?
The logical thing.
Yeah.
There we go. What is it?
Correct. So I don't need to explain that. Did you all hear that? So you're going to...
That's why you're here. We want to hear the solution to our problems.
So we gave you the problem statement. You've created a solution on it. How long do you think you should be talking about your solution for?
Rough estimate. Remember, you've got 3 minutes.
5 minutes.
Sorry, 5 minutes. How much time do you think you've already gone through for an intro and problem statement? 30 seconds.
That's long, guys.
That's long. Have you practiced in front of a mirror?
Do you know how long 30 seconds is? It's a very long time. You're definitely not going to be talking about your solution for 30 seconds. It needs to be concise. Nothing longer than 15 seconds. You need at a high level, if a person approaches you on the street and tells you, what have you done? You need to tell them within a minute.
Or simple, Mark Zuckerberg, you bump into him in the elevator, he's got 3 million. You got to give him a solution.
That lift is only going up for a minute.
Yeah. And you can't only be talking about one thing. So 15 seconds, all right?
I would say no longer than 15 seconds. So define your solution in nothing longer than 1 sentence, if you possibly can. If you can't, you've got to give us a very good reason why you can't, to be honest with you. And then after that, what would you do?
Oh, and just to...
Sorry, add on.
Yeah, include in there. So what are you going to add in your solution? We need to be able to see the innovation and your key features and benefits. So 15 seconds. Max 20, but you got to be 15. So the added advantages is if we see the key benefits in there, then you can add a little bit of spice.
Okay, so let's go through it like this. So how long will your introduction need to be?
Anybody, just give it a bash. Intro.
5 seconds. Yo, that's
Yo.
very quick. We went from 30 seconds to 5 seconds. Let's find somewhere in the middle.
Who are we?
Hi, I'm
5 seconds
Sebastian
come.
Chet here.
5 seconds.
That's not 5 seconds, I think.
Yeah, but for a challenge.
I think I need like 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Because they're a big team, or otherwise they identify in just their group
Yeah.
name.
And obviously you don't want each person saying a word. So it's okay for just one person to
Say it, right?
Yeah.
You could introduce everyone if you wanted to that way, or just say your team's name.
remember the team's name because everyone is under team.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right, cool.
So that's 15 seconds. How long will it take you to say your problem statement?
About 20. That's fine. Let's add it. We're going to add. We're doing maths now. So where are we? 15 plus 20? 35.
And then to say your solution, 15 seconds?
Let's hear from them. Let's give
What
them.
that's it. We told them that
15
already.
or 20? All right, so 55. So
So-
you're almost a minute. And they're 8 points. All right, let's go.
So that,
No, we're not typing. They got to write the notes down. Yeah, we don't like spoon feeding. These guys are geniuses. So they're already on about a minute, and they've covered how many points? 3 points off? 8.
yep.
Probably 13 points. All right, go.
So
What's next?
what do you think is next? Let's start there from that basis, because it was up there.
Yeah, it was up there. So you've given the problem statement, you've given a solution. What's logical? Yes, let's go. Pardon? Product? So product definition.
It's not a bad, not
Not a bad one. Yes,
no.
next. Yeah.
Correct.
Market opportunity.
So how long do you think that will take you? And do you know what the market
And
opportunity
remember,
is?
how much time did he spend on giving you the presentation? How important is it? Okay, so, well, how much time? Because you're already at a minute.
Yeah, the pressure is real now.
It's tough. You don't want to be sweating on the day, so let's sweat now. Yeah,
That's
it's fine. Just give it. We'll add. If we go over, we've gone over. We've got to fix it. Remember, I did say you should fail, and then you pick yourself up, you test.
And remember, you
Prototype,
have mock
you test.
pitches in the morning.
Exactly. All right, let's go. So how much time? 30.
30 seconds.
So 1 minute, 30 seconds. We've covered 4 points.
Okay.
What's next?
I think also it's important to note in everything we've discussed so far, how you're breaking it down in your team. Is one person speaking? Is 3 people are speaking? What sections are they covering? And it's important that you communicate with your team leaders now after you have this discussion to say, all right, these are my strong points. These are the stuff I've grasped really well through these master classes. Can I take this section? Put your hand up and get it done. Because if one person has to go through this whole thing, it's not going to work. And it's not going to reflect well on your team.
Definitely. And I mean, practical example, collaboration. What did Sulu do? She took you through some things, and then she's like, financial projections, Shumani's going to cover that.
So what are we at? Minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, 1 minute, 30 seconds.
So what's next, guys?
Someone said unique value proposition.
Yep, that's correct.
She's in the blue.
Well done.
Okay. All right. So what's a unique value proposition? Why are we unique? How am I different from the next person? Are we different from each other, Sivation?
I hope so.
Are we different from each other? What's unique about Sivation? Yeah? Eyes. And what's unique about me?
Shoot, they could have said my hair, but
I
they
know.
chose, yeah.
I was going to say your hair. Mushroom hair. Huh? And what's
That's
unique
tough.
about me? Nothing.
I can't say your eyes. There's too much glasses in the way.
All right. Cool. So how much time for unique value proposition? It must be unique, okay? She indicated that all of you will be solving the same problem, but how different am I from the next? How much time for that? Just to say, I've got blue eyes. 15.
15 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. Are we in agreement? 15 seconds is enough.
Are you sure? You're allowed to add or minus. Anyone?
You want to add?
Add? How much?
how much
10
you wanna add?
seconds more? How much more? How many seconds? 15 plus? 10.
10.
About 25. Because you got to be unique. Yeah, you got to sell yourself. All right, so we are on 1 minute 30 plus 25. So that's about 2 minutes.
Yep. What comes
Sure.
after that, guys?
Woo. Product.
Yep, correct product and or slash service.
How does this thing work? All right. How does it work? How much time for how it works? Whew. This is where you're selling the.
This is
Yeah.
this is
This is the tech.
Yeah, most
Oh,
important.
this
bit.
is very scary.
Sure.
I think, guys, I think it's important. What I said, maybe I might just like try to say it again. If you can, record your demo now. Like as soon as you finish, maybe by midnight, record everything, right? Because oftentimes when you try run npm run, and our code is saying error, you know. So I think just to try always, always or be on the lookout. If you wanna run, if you wanna win this hackathon, be prepared for anything because anything can happen in that sense. So record it, and then if it's not working, you're like, okay, npm run on the install, it's not working. You're like, okay, we've got a demo, so the judges can have something to see. Because what's the point of you guys are gonna come here and say something, but we can't see? Judges need to be able to understand and see what you've been working on. I'm not saying it should be entirely functional, but the reason why we are here, it's a hackathon. We are here to showcase our skills, so you need to. That tech aspect is very important, and I think people who are going to be here tomorrow are techies. They're going to want to see code. They're going to want to see code runs. They're going to want to see products being built, So, yeah.
It's also important to take into consideration how much more time you should be spending developing.
Yeah.
From this perspective now, right? So.
But don't panic. I mean,
Of
there's
course
so
not.
much time.
Yes.
6 hours. Yo, it's a lot.
How long do you need to build your presentation in pitch? How much more work do you have to do to be ready to pitch? Remember, we're not expecting you to have the whole software designed and done. But it's
Yeah.
more important that we understand where you're theoretically coming from and where you want to go. So you've got to communicate that message extremely well in your presentation as well.
Are you scalable? Are you sustainable? Very key questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we did products and service, right?
So we're in 2 minutes,
Do we,
or maybe 1 minute 50. But
Okay.
yeah, roughly 2 minutes.
and then what are we doing after that? Nope.
Okay, so we've got a competitive analysis. Anyone want to try? It's not that it's not there, but
It is
okay.
there,
It's
but yeah.
there. Yeah, where would you go? Also competitive. Anyone else want to try? Women in entrepreneurship? Yeah. What's next? Financial. Okay.
Getting closer?
Getting closer. Because financial projection is your whole economic analysis. That's like your 5-year plan, 3-year plan, 5-year plan. You guys have been noting some of these things down, right? Yes, thank you. Your budget. So sounds close to
It's
a
getting closer.
business model.
Yeah, I mean,
Because your budget does have revenue.
you're mostly going to be talking about your business model here, guys.
Yeah.
This key point is to talk about your business model. How you're setting it up, how are operations working, what does day-to-day look like, the overall views.
I've got a tip. What did Prof give you guys? What did he explain? Prof Gerande. What was his presentation on? On your? What's that? Loud, someone.
Yeah.
Commercialization and marketing. How do you get there? How do you get to commercializing something? You need to have what? What strategy should you have in place?
What was after me? Oh, what was I speaking about as well?
His advertising is marketing. So how are you going to get it to the marketplace?
It's,
Who's going to buy it? Someone, right? And how? What are they buying it at?
where do you have to go? Close. It's your
Close.
go-to-market strategy.
Yeah, we've got a hand up there. Yes?
Pricing strategies.
Yes. Because you need to price. How are you going to make revenue if you're not pricing? So your pricing strategy is very important.
Correct.
Because that builds your revenue. And that's your business model. Because at the end of the day, it's about, I want to sell this thing. How much can I sell it for? How much can I make? Because when you then do your financial projections, you have to be able to say to the investor, hey, listen, buddy, how much can I make?
And how long is he gonna take until he gets his money back with interest?
Okay, so pricing strategy. Yeah, we're getting you guys out of your comfort zone. Techies. Remember, it's the same thing with researchers. I don't know how many researchers we have here. Do we have researchers? Even senior researchers. Hey? They can research, but can they take their research output to the market?
Correct.
That is the question. Do they know how to price? And if you don't know how to price, what do you need to do? Collaborate. Find someone who can assist.
I feel like we're too high energy for them.
I think so too. Are they clapping?
Yeah.
1, 3, 2, 1, 2. Love it.
I mean, they're awake.
They are.
Yeah, yeah.
So the energy is there. All right, go.
You cover our next point.
All right, so after your pricing strategy, then what do you do? Where are you going? To the, I think I heard an M, to the? Yeah, so your go-to market strategy. Okay. Your marketing plan. What is your sales strategy?
Wait, did we cover how much time it's going to take for the business model?
No, we're at 2 minutes. We
With
didn't
business
cover
model?
that. No, I'm saying we were 2 minutes at value proposition.
So how long do we think for product and service?
How it works, how much time? So 2 minutes, how much time? On how your product works. Because this is the, yeah, because we said it was the techie part.
So how long do you think you need? A whole minute?
30 seconds, a
30
minute?
seconds?
We're in 2 minutes. 1 minute?
1 minute?
So 2 minute 55. 2 minute 50. And then your pricing strategy.
So
That,
business model.
yeah, that's your business model.
How long do you think you need on there? 30 seconds.
30 for pricing.
Sure.
Sure. Are you not just saying my thing is worth 2 rand?
And this is how much I need to go to market. I mean, for my business model, this is how we expect to make revenue. How long do you think that, how many sentences do you think that is?
Yeah. About 10 sentences. So
Yeah.
that's probably like 10, 15 seconds. 10. Because 5 seconds is short.
I know we talk fast, but 10 seconds for 10 sentences.
No, I thought it was 10 words. 10 sentences. Eh? What did you want to say? 10?
Seconds.
30 seconds.
I mean,
Okay.
it's fair. So what does
So
that put
you
us
are
on?
at 2 minute 20.
No, you're in 3 minutes.
Because they were at 155.
No, they were 2:55.
They were 255 plus 30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's about 320.
You're
320,
320.
315, 320. All right,
And
let's
then your
go.
go-to-market strategy?
It looks like you might be winning, guys. Go-to-market strategy. You're selling it now. How are you taking it to the market? You're smiling. What do you think? 10?
10 seconds.
Sure.
Sure.
Anyone wanna yeah.
This one can talk quickly.
I know, right? Here. What? 20 seconds. 30. Okay? So we're at 3:15, so about 3:45.
Okay. What's the next one after go-to-market strategy? It's what I was talking about for so long that no one is listening to, I feel.
Okay, so you've taken it to market. What's important? What's going to happen when it's at market? Who's there?
Who do you need to analyze?
Yeah.
Your-
No? Who? No, your buyer was you defining the problem, your user.
So
I get it, that's what we did.
what did I say every one of you are that is not in your team?
There we go. Well done. So now, your competitive analysis. What's your competitive analysis? What's your competitive edge? How much time? You're at 3:45.
Don't ask him.
No, I'm not. He must stop looking at me because he thinks maybe my eyes are so big. 3:45. Okay, how many more points are there from here? What do you think? Because you're at 3:45. So you got like 1 minute, 15 seconds. You still need to talk about your team.
So
How
when you
many
do
are
a
you?
high-level pitch, they give you 3 minutes, and wherever you stop, they say time's up,
Time's up.
and they mark you to that point. So we've given you 2 more minutes than that,
Yeah.
because we understand there's a lot more technical,
Mm.
but that's about it. So we are currently at 3 minutes 45.
3 minutes 45. So I'll finish off the rest. You got your financial projection. Remember now, Mark Zuckerberg is there. You got to tell him why you want his 2 billion. And it's in dollars. How much time? Your revenue forecast. You've done your pricing strategy. You've said to him, listen, in 5 years' time, this is how much I'm going to make. 20.
20 for both or 20 for one? Which one?
For the financial projection.
Okay.
Okay.
So
They
what's,
skip.
what time are we on now, Shumani?
So what time are we on? Someone remind me. I'm losing brain cells.
We're also tired. 3:45, was it not?
3:45. So we're at 4:10 or
4:10.
4:05.
And I can tell you openly, you still got like 4 topics to cover.
Yeah. So the team, the ask, guys, like the ask. What we looking for? Remember now you meet Mark. Hey? Hey. And you're there, you are shaking. And you have to be able to tell him what it is that you're looking for. And how what you're looking for, that money is going to do it.
We are looking for groundbreaking innovation. Like your Vodacom guy, like that he invented that SMS, please call meeting. Many years later, even other telcos bought from Vodacom and no one has ever invented anything like that. So if you guys can, if you can, I'll be happy to see an idea like that.
And never mind that. How long have they been in court for, guys? Let's talk about the court. How long? How many years was that? Yo.
That is a powerful idea,
Yeah, very expensive.
and being able to execute it. So, okay, maybe not. You might not be able to execute it, but someone really might have something in their head. You think it's ridiculous, but we want to hear that, We want to hear that.
So in about 40 seconds, you need to be able to tell them, meet the team and our expertise. Remember, you've got half is techie and half is creative. So you got to think about, are you going to go into each one?
Or business.
Or business.
Yeah, so let's cover on both
Yeah.
sides.
All right.
Um,
And then, you're almost there.
so you've done the financial protections.
They've done the team. They've done the ask. Because the ask is, how much do you guys want for your thing? How much? Yeah, you're taking too long.
How much money
How
do you
much
want?
for your solution? How much money for your solution? You're taking too long. How much for your
You
solution?
want how much? You want 100,000 rand?
Rands. Hey.
Shoo. I'll give him the money now, ne?
Yeah, really. Do we still need to go to the bank? We're going to the car, to the boot. Guys, come on. How much do you want for your solution? At the back there. How much? Guys. Is it? No, come, tell us how much. Yeah, okay, fine. You are looking for 1 billion.
But you must
How are you
define
going to
why
use
you
these
need that
funds?
1 billion.
Yeah. How? What is this 1 billion going to do? So this is why we're doing this.
So this one is 1 billion.
You can't just
this
say
one is
10 rands.
100,000.
Yeah, 100,000, 1 billion. And you, 100,000. Oh. What are you going to do with 100,000?
We're not saying you must know the number off your head, but you must have a rough calculation
Yeah,
by now.
by now. Because you've done your competitive analysis. So it means you haven't done a competitive analysis, right? Because if you have, you would have an idea of there was something similar in the market, 1, 2, 3. So can you see you've been too much of techies? You're brilliant. You've got brilliant ideas. But Mark comes there. He's got 2 billion and you don't know what to say.
You need to take that hat off. You've developed, you've done as far as you possibly can.
Now you need to sell.
Now you need to sell it.
Yeah. Okay. And then conclusion. Quick. And then whoever gets to question and answers, you have to be able to say, what is it that you want to ask me? Hey, Mark, this is what I've said to you.
And you've got 3 minutes to respond.
Yeah, you've got 3 minutes to respond. What is it that you want to ask me? You're smiling. She can see herself in the elevator. Can you see yourself there?
She's also stressed about that.
She's got butterflies in the stomach. She's just like, yo. I can feel the money.
So technically, if I do the math at what you guys were, you were about 7 minutes for your pitch. Yeah. I'm correct.
Yeah, because there were 4 points. Are you going to cover those 4 points in 40 seconds? Because each one was averaging, like meet the team. Okay, let's try meet the team. Are you going to do that in 5? Definitely not. 40 is a lot. Yeah, that's too
I would
much.
say 10. 10
Yeah,
seconds,
10, 15.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. 20, you might go over. That means you've got half the time left.
And the complicated bit comes in where you shouldn't sound like you're rushing,
Yeah.
but you know you need to go somewhere.
Okay.
So you have to be concise and to the point. And you also don't need to have 1 million words up on your presentation because that's very distracting.
Okay. So this structure needs to help you. It's supposed to help you ensure that your presentation is clear. So you're clear, you're concise, it's engaging. Because you want that money, right? It's engaging. And it covers all the necessary aspects. That's about 9, 10 points. To effectively communicate your business idea, your needs, for you to get that, what do you call it? Get the bag.
Secure the bag.
Secure the bag. To potential investors or stakeholders.
Makes sense?
Are we good? Yeah. So, no, don't be stressed, girl. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You've got time. Remember, this is a learning opportunity, but at the same time, within learning, things come out. Yeah.
You're only going to learn if you put you in an uncomfortable position,
I mean,
guys.
Sufficient just for us to get here, to get all of you guys here. How many emails did you get from us?
Not from me, it's from you.
Say, what do you mean? Were you not typing?
I was.
Aibo. Can
But
you see? Was it one email? Did it not seem like a lot of work from the other side? Yeah, like we were trying to keep you engaged because we're trying to sell something to you. And look, you came. We sold something. And I hope it's been amazing so far.
I hope so too.
Okay.
There are some very scared faces in this crowd all of us.
No, they'll be fine. Just
Yeah,
give them
they
2
can't.
hours. You just stretch your feet.
So how much longer do you think you need to develop before you start working on this? That's the question you don't have to give me an answer. That's a question you need to be asking yourself. What point are you saying, I've done my development, I now need to start building this pitch? Because as much as it sounded easy for us to present it, how much research do you have to do behind it?
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's you're selling the solution. So do you really have to have your coding to be that perfect? Does anybody expect you to have coding perfect in 24 hours, 36 hours? What is the point of this? You want to put through a solution? Yeah.
In my opinion.
Because remember, you've got the part where you're explaining the tech side of it. Anyways. Okay. Because we can all be coding for a long time. So also be practical. To develop something, to code something, it's not supposed to be 2 seconds. Okay.
And also, are you going to be demonstrating it in your pitch?
Yeah. We did the design thinking. What did the kids do? The kids were creating mocks. You saw that, right? Did some of you find that inspirational? Like 7-year-olds building something for 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds. I saw some of you guys taking out your flip charts. That's good. Okay. All right, women in tech.
All right.
Women in tech, it's Women's Month.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, the experts. Are you guys happy? Do you guys have any questions? Or really happy? Okay. Where's another mic?
In terms of the presentation and showcasing our website or apps that we developed, are we going to do it within that 5 minutes?
I think what I would advise is if you guys can have, but obviously depends on the team. If you can have someone who's going to be just for demoing and there's going to be a presenter. So you can speak through the demo so you can save your time. So whatever the team is, our solution is, our problem is, solution is, while you're speaking on the value in the product, then someone is showing that value in the product. The unique value feature, whatever, someone is showing that. So I'd advise you to do that. But obviously, you guys, you make it work, but in 5 minutes, you need to cover everything. But I would say, if you can, have someone who demo and someone who speaks, or demo as you speak, and have someone holding your mic, whatever that it is that works for you. But you just have 5 minutes for everything. It's up to you as a team that how you want to present to the judges.
Yeah.
Just make it work and practice. You can practice after this and see. And also another thing is, we all know in the team who's strong in what. Don't try to be all political, hey, or we are ukale, whatever the case that is. If you know in the team that she's whoever or he's eloquent, is the best presenter, give him the mic, You want to win. So you want to put your best foot forward, your best tools. If you know you've got the technical person who's so a bomb, give them to demo. Should they have any problems, they're going to be fine. And the person that is good in presenting, you guys all know your strengths, and he spoke about it on his presentation, your strengths and weaknesses. As a team, you know who's strong in what. Focus on that and make it work. But I think that 5 minutes is up to you. Can't tell you how to work it out, but I think demoing through it is one of the options. But if it's not going to work for you, it's still fine.
And that's very key, guys.
Yeah.
That's very key. Because we all want to shine. I don't know why. But I don't know who knows the saying, all that glitters is not gold. The ones that actually shine are the ones in the background.
Yeah.
And it's mostly the developers. Because they developed.
Yeah.
Are you laughing? You want to shine? You want to develop? What do you want to do? He wants to support. Love it. We got to support each other, okay?
Yeah.
So all that glitters is not gold. And remember, you're presenting to, let's say, top notch. So if you know that you're not good in speech, then don't go try and do that. But if you know you're somewhere there and you can practice it, then do it.
Yeah.
All right? Because you don't want to be, and the thing is also when you're presenting, you're allowed to be nervous. Yeah. You're allowed to also say to the judges, sorry, can I just take 2 seconds to breathe? Okay?
Yes.
So you're allowed to do that. Just breathe. I apologize. Because remember, in life, we do get sick. And we understand each other. Okay? Yes. So you do that. But I did indicate when in the presentation, there's a sprint and there's a marathon. And you need to decide which one you're going to do.
Yes.
Okay? So if you're going to...
sorry.
Yeah.
You're also allowed to speak in your language. I know it's very controversial, but sometimes if you are... I'm not saying you should, obviously, but I'm just saying maybe while you're presenting, you can see that, hey, English bundles ran away quickly, and you can see your time is running. You can put in your vendor or whatever language that you're comfortable in, because sometimes I feel like it's the language barrier that makes people not to be able to understand. But if I can see your product is working, you can demo, you can get points from there. But I'm not saying you should, but I'm just saying, should you get yourself in that situation, you're allowed to do it,
Yeah.
Make it work. That 5 minutes is yours. Make it work, make it count. And any more questions?
How are you feeling? Are you ready? Hey? You guys will be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, then all the best. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Woohoo! Women in Tech. We're going to Paris in 2025.
Oh, yes. On that, actually, there's Women in Tech Awards, right? And there's a category that is a rising star, teen star. So if you're within the team, like a female student who's really doing well in the space, or not only just in tech, but like you are someone who volunteers, you at church or whatever school initiatives, you are part of communities in the university, you are very engaged in wherever you come from, please look into it. Or in the team, you can nominate someone else from there. The closing date is on the 7th of August. And whoever that wins gets to travel to Banku and on the course of Women in Tech. So please, if you know anyone who's doing well, or you can even nominate yourself, the stuff that you do, nominate yourself and, be part of the community and be great. Yeah. So thank you. I'll share the links, everything, but for now, let's hack.
Let's hack.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All the best.
Yes.
Oh, we are here okay?
Yeah.
So especially for your presentations, you ask questions, we must check it out, and yeah. So guys, mentors, facilitators, please, 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 the last stretch is the most important, and we have to be here to support them. They've
Yeah.
done what they could, and we should be here because right now they're feeling nervous and it's hectic. So there's no sleeping.
Yeah.
Sleep is
Also,
for
when you
them.
bath at 4, please remember to wear your Univan / hoodie, jacks, t-shirts, and then for tomorrow. So everybody, we want to be uniform. So everybody needs to be rocking their match, right?
Okay.
And everybody got everything right. I think those who didn't get are sorted now. All right. All right.
right.
Thank you, guys.
All the best. Let's go. Yeah, you can clap. She's amazing.